2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Let's head out on the course for the third round of this event. I'm Luke Elvey. It's lovely to have you back with us. As we begin today's coverage, we join our featured player that currently sits in second spot. Let's see if he can climb to the top of the leaderboard by the end of today's round. Now to the first hole. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. That's going to set the tone for the day. Standing over his second shot. Not a bad play, that one. 14 feet to the cup. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
That putt went a bit long there. Putting for a par here. And after that, sitting now 23 under for the tournament. Here we are at the second tee. Yeah, that one will play. Maybe going for the green, are we?
Oh, this is tracking. It's tracking. Come on.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
He's currently in first place. Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
With this wind, that's a thing of beauty.
Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
This putt is of 9 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Oh, what a putt. Holding steady in first place after that one. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Going with the 7. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, that looks like a pure stroke.
Back-to-back birdies, move in the right direction there, Luke.
And hole number 7 is a par 5.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation. It's a thing of beauty.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens in regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Putting for birdie. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. Leading by a couple after that hole. On the tee now with the par 4 8th. This is his second shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, I love hands like that. The touch of a wizard. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Ooh. Okay, let's head to the next. There's no doubt about it, Rich. This is an outstanding position to be in.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. That's just inside the range. Putting for birdie here. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Oh, pretty straight at the start of this one, and then it'll move to the left at the end.
This one's tracking. Well, how good was that? Nice birdie. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3. Time for the second shot at the 12th.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
A 7-footer right here. So close. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And that puddle drop. Well done. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. The 13th hole is a par 4. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Great looking shot this. Well, that's great distance control. Pin high there. Just 3 feet to the cup. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. This one's a par 3. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are on the par 4, 15th hole. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. His second shot here. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
John, have you got a good read on this one?
This putt's going to go up the hill, move to the right.
That'll be disappointing. We see that even in the pro ranks. It happens to the best of them. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Time to face a par 4.
What a gargantuan tee shot.
Time for the second shot at the 16th. That one almost went in the hole. Oh, good look at birdie here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Just missing the birdie there. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now 2 shots up after that one. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole. Going with the 5-iron here. Not bad. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. That's some good golf right there. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Henny's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
This putt is about 8 feet. Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Just a short putt remaining here. And that is it. Just a tap in required for the rest of the day. Well, Rich, this is exciting. Out in front with a round to go, but the margin's slim.
And this player cannot afford to not make birdies tomorrow. They're going to have to continue with the
2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's time to find out who wins this event. Let's head out for the final round. Hello, everyone. Luke Elvey here, and my mate Rich Beam in the booth beside me. We're thrilled to have you with us on 2K Sports today as we head into the final round here. And our featured player who's been performing beautifully all week has one more round to close this thing out.
just leading by 1, however, any sort of hiccups and that lead could disappear awfully quickly. He's got to be sharp today.
Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. And he's got that focus, hasn't he, as he's trying to close out the win today. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. That'll work there. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, that just brushed past the hole. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going left to right.
Oh, just missed the par. That'll be a drop shot on this hole. And this one will be for bogey. He's currently in a share of top spot. Here's a look at the par 5 second. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's nicely done. Putting for eagle here. What a putt that was. Currently in first position. Stepping onto the par 3 third. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
B-E-A, beautiful.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. He's currently sitting in first place. Now on the tee of a long par 4. Well played, mate. And just getting into the shot now from a very similar location to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Well, that's well played and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Well, this one's right at the pin. That was a beauty, right against the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Well, what a start. This is impressive.
Game face on early here, Luke.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Good shot there, Beamer. Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
An opportunity to make a par here. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage. Time now to play the par 5 7th.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped. You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
This is beautiful to watch.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Ah, what an opportunity to make a birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. As we head to the next tee, he leads by 2 shots. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Oh, that is bombed. Wonderfully played. It's just about 3 feet away.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Hole number 9 is a par 3. Going with the 6 iron here. That's inside the house of opportunity.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. As we make the turn, Rich, our featured player is out in front.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left-to-righter.
Well, was that a rush of blood? Big putt for par coming up. As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
This is bold, going for it in 2.
That's not quite on the dance floor, Rich, but it's right up there near the green. A chance to perhaps pick up 1, maybe 2 on this hole.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Straight out of the top drawer. That was a well-played hole. Take the birdie. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. That should find the fairway. This is his 2nd shot. Currently leading by 2. And choosing the 8 iron here. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Oh, well played. A birdie putt awaits. And that's 8 birdies today. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second.
The lead continues to grow. This is simply amazing.
Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Yeah, well played. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place. That is right down the sprinkler line.
Second shot here on the 16th. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. This would be a great up and down from this spot. How close was that to going down? Oh, I don't mind this par putt. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole. Going with the hybrid. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 18th hole. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in two.
This putt for him to win the event. Rich, it's time you and I went down to Bourbon Street because we've just crowned our Zurich Classic and New Orleans champion.
This player taking a big bite out of the Big Easy with this win at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans.
And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back-to-back.
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.